Hi student, welcome to my online class. Today we discuss class 10 chemistry chapter 2 acid base and salt. Last class also we have discussed revision of these chapters acid base and salt, and these chapters already first were completed, and this is the now we are start revisions. Okay, so today is our second revisions. Last class we have discussed about acids, their physical properties and some chemical properties. Already we are discussed about acids. So today we are discuss about bases and their some properties. Okay. So let's start. First, what is base? Okay. So base means we are used in our daily life many kinds of bases. Like generally some bases the time we are morning the brush, the toothpaste, this one are also contain base. Okay, the soap we are used for bathing and washing purpose, this one also contain base. Okay, and mainly the bases like sodium hydroxides, NaOH, potassium hydroxide, KOH, ammonium hydroxides, these are the generally used in our laboratory. Okay, and in this one prepared in the synthesis process, and many kinds of these bases are used for the preparation of the many industrial also they are used for the preparation of paper, textiles, and many more industrial this one used. Okay, so how can you identify the base? Mainly the base are the bitter in taste. What are bitter in taste? Okay, and without we have to test. Then how can you identify it is a base? By with the help of the litmus test. Okay, it can change the red litmus to blue. Red litmus paper are changed into blue color. Okay, when we are add a basic solutions, then the red litmus paper are changed into blue color. Then it is a base. Okay, and another, always the base are dissociate with water, then they are produce what are OH minus ions. What are produced there? OH minus ion, hydroxide ions. Okay, for examples, NaOH, okay, it's a base, and these NaOH are dissociate with aqueous solutions, and they are produced two type of ion, that is Na plus ions and OH minus ions. Again, one base are, it is a KOH, and these KOH are in aqueous solutions. They are also dissociates and produce water K plus ions and OH minus ions. So always the base are produced OH minus ions or hydroxide ions. Then it is a base. Okay. So next, start there some chemical properties of bases. First one, reaction with metal. First chemical properties. Reaction with metal. Okay, what happen when बेस आर रिएक्ट विथ मेटल्स? बेस को हम मेटल के साथ रिएक्ट करेंगे तो क्या फॉर्मेशन होगा? ओके, सो द जनरली द बेस आर रिएक्ट विथ मेटल्स, देन दे आर प्रोड्यूस सॉल्ट and the evolution of hydrogen gas. What are produced? Salt and hydrogen gas. The metals plus base, what are produced? Salt plus hydrogen. Okay, so it is a general equations when metals are react with base, then what are produced? Salt plus hydrogen gas. Now we discuss one example of this one. Suppose we are taken a metal like zinc. What are zinc metal? Okay, because zinc is reactive metal, that's why we are. And in place of base, we are taken what are sodium hydroxide, NaOH. Then here one salt are formed, that is the Na2ZnO2. Na2ZnO2 plus hydrogen gas H2. And this salt name are sodium zincate. Okay, what are they produced? Sodium zincate. This is a metal are the water zinc, and this base are the sodium hydroxide. Okay. So when zinc metals are react with sodium hydroxides, then sodium zincate salt will be formed with the evolution of hydrogen gas. Okay. The next reactions of the bases are reaction with non-metallic oxides. Reaction with non-metallic oxides. Non-metallic oxide. Okay. What are non-metallic oxides? The non-metallic oxides like CO2, carbon dioxide, CO, carbon monoxides, okay, NO2, nitrogen dioxide. These are the non-metallic oxides. Okay. What happens when base are react with non-metallic oxides? Okay. Base plus non-metallic oxides. Then here form salt plus water. Okay. So when base are react with non-metallic oxides, then what are produced? Salt and waters. Now we are taking or discuss one example of this one. Okay, we are taking one base like calcium hydroxide, CaOH2. Calcium hydroxide is a base plus one non-metallic oxide. What are one non-metallic oxides? It is the CO2, carbon dioxide is a non-metallic oxides. Then here the salt are formed, that is the CaCO3, calcium carbonate plus water H2O. Okay, this is the calcium carbonate. And this calcium carbonate use as a white washing. Okay, जो वॉल को जो whitening करने में use करते हैं. Okay, limestone, their common name are limestone. Okay, this is the calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxides is a base, and this one react with a non-metallic oxide, that is the CO2. Then one salt will be formed, that is the calcium carbonates, and water will be formed. Okay, this is the reaction of non-metallic oxides with base. So these are the reaction of or chemical properties of bases are over, because the bases are mainly react with only two, that is the first one are the metals and second one non-metallic oxides. Okay, so the next reactions, what happen when metals, what happen when the reaction between acids and base. Okay, what happen when acids are react with base. एसिड और बेस के बीच में रिएक्शन करने से क्या फॉर्मेशन होगा अभी डिस्कस करेंगे. ओके, रिएक्शन बिटवीन एसिड and base. Okay, so acids plus base to form water, salt plus water. Okay, this is what a neutralization reaction. We already have discussed about this topic. Okay, when acids are react with base to form water, salt and water, and this reaction is known as what a neutralization reactions. Okay, we are taking one example of this one. Acids are the, we are generally taken HCl, and base are the NaOH. Then the salt will be form water. Here Cl and here Na. To form water, NaCl plus here OH and S to form water, H2O. Okay. Another one example we have taken, that is H2SO4 is also a acids, and this H2SO4s are react with water, KOH, potassium hydroxide. It is also a base. Then here which salt are formed? K2SO4, potassium sulfate, that is K2SO4 plus H2O. It is also a salt. Okay, K2SO4. Then we have to balance this one. You multiply 2, then here 2. Okay, so this is also a neutralization reactions. Here the acids are neutralized by base and to form water, salt and water. Next are the what happen when acid or base in water solution or water. वाटर के साथ एसिड और बेस डिसोसिएट होकर क्या होता है, उसका एक्वस सॉल्यूशन फॉर्मेशन होता है और दे आर चेंज इनटू देयर रेस्पेक्टिव आयंस और दे आर डिसोसिएट्स. ओके, फर्स्ट एसिड्स like HCl. Okay, these HCls are dissociate with waters or water produce their H plus ions Aq plus Cl minus Aq. Okay, and these H plus ions are unstable. What are the hydrogen ions are unstable? That's why this one further react with water and they are produce H3O plus ion, hydronium ions. Okay, water produce hydronium ion, hydronium ions. Okay, when acids are dissociate with water, they are produce water, hydronium ions. Okay, next base. What happen? Base are dissociate with water. Base like NaOH, sodium hydroxide. Okay, they are react with water or in aqueous medium. What are they are produced? Na plus Aq plus OH minus Aq. Okay, here OH minus hydroxide ion are produced. And again one example we are taking, it is the KOH plus H2O. Then water produced here K plus Aq plus OH minus Aq. Okay, all the bases, okay, they are dissociate with water and produce water, hydroxide ion, hydroxide ion or hydroxide ion, OH minus ions. Okay, so when acid or base dissolve in water to produce water here heat energy also produce. Okay, or water heat energy are also produced. That time when acids or base, okay, react with water, they are produce some heat energy. That's why this is also an exothermic reaction. What are exothermic reaction? जैसे कि हम लोग को प्रैक्टिकल के टाइम में क्या है, एसिड और बेस को हम जो डाइल्यूट करते हैं उस टाइम क्या देखना है, जो कंटेनर का ओके नीचे टॉस करेंगे तो हम लोगों को वार्म गर्मी लगता है. ओके, बिकॉज दे आर प्रोड्यूस heat energy. Okay, like NaOH also, that time we are diluted, or HCl also, that time we are diluted, they are produce water heat energy. Okay, when acid or base we are diluted, then they are produce water some heat energy. Okay, then this acid and base are either be strong or weak. This one are depend upon their H plus ion concentrations and OH minus ion concentration. Okay, so in case of acids, when H plus ions are more, then it is strong acid. Okay, in case of acids, H plus ions are more, then it is strong acids, or H plus ions is less, then it is weak acid. Okay, weak acids. So the strength of an acid or base, okay, are depend upon. So in case of acid, this one depend upon H plus ion concentration, or in case of base, it is the depend upon OH minus ion concentration. If OH minus ion concentration is more, then it is strong base. Okay, or OH minus ions is less, then it is weak base. Okay, so the strong another pointer is also the strong acids. This one the completely ionized and they are produce water more H plus ions. Okay, and the weak acids, they are the partially ionized and they produce less H plus ions. Similarly, in case of base also, those are the completely dissociate, they are produce more OH minus ions, and these are the strong base, and these are the partially dissociate, they are produce less OH minus ions, and they are the weak base. Okay, so today we are completed the acid and base. So next part we are discuss about some indicators and the pH scales and their importance. What are the importance of pH in our daily lives? Okay, on remaining some salts we are discuss. Okay, so I hope all of you are well and continuously study here, because now is a very difficult time. Okay, I think all of you are stay home and safe. Thank you.